Howdy folks, Keywii here, and welcome back to Steins Gate. Today's space should be awesome. We're of course just playing for the sake of playing. We're having some fun and doing some stuff, and most of all, we're looking at this tips list, and it has nothing new or unread. So, by Maid Queen, he means Maid Queen plus Nian squared, a maid cafe. And Darrow is a regular there, apparently. 3D cat maids are his thing too. So 3D maids. Maid Queen plus Nian squared is only a 3-minute walk from the lab. Coming from Kuramebashi Dori, take a left at Sumakoisaka Crossing and you'll find it. That's where I'm headed now. It's usually busy in Okabe during summer break, but now it's even busier because of the Radican incident. The area was blocked off yesterday, but it doesn't look like they could keep the main road closed for 2 days straight. I haven't seen a single police officer today. If you don't think they can keep roads closed, then you are, my friend, are sorely mistaken. But the Radican building still seems off limits. The entrance shutters are closed, shut, and sealed with yellow police tape. We're here in Akihabara, the day after the unexplained satellite crash. The police barricade has been lifted, and a tremendous number of people have gathered in front of the station. The satellite's origin is still under investigation. We're told that it can't be removed until the authorities have more information. According to the police, the satellite does not appear to be dangerous. However, tourists and local business owners have raised concerns. The media has dozens of cameras set up outside of the police line. I really wish this game had audio options. And there are nearly twice as many onlookers as reporters. Enough to fill the entire street with people. Everyone's aiming their phone cameras at the satellite-like object. So many people. Living in Okabe, you get used to the crowds and big events, but a gathering of this size is unusual. I wonder when they'll get rid of that thing. Hope it doesn't explode or something. They've been letting people back into the area, so I guess there's no danger of it falling out of the roof and crushing people to death. Still, considering his unknown origin, I'm surprised there isn't more security. Also, I'm surprised our boy isn't questioning the lack of sound that he heard. He heard no crashing noise, I believe. Today, like always, Otaku are shopping for dojinshi, yep, import games, electronics, or whatever strikes their fancy. Fan-created amateur manga, which are often used, but not always adults in nature. These are sold at special doujinshi events, the biggest of which is a twice-annual comic giga market known by fans as Kamima. Okay. Actually, is there more? No. Aside from the scene at Radican, it's the same as any other day. But I still don't understand what I saw yesterday. I've half accepted that the mass disappearance was just my imagination. Maybe I've become unable to distinguish reality from fantasy, like the media likes to say about teenagers these days. Well, with that thought in mind, I return my gaze to the street. Gaze to the street! And there, in front of me, stands a woman holding her phone in front of her face. Huh? She took a picture. Her phone was clearly pointed at me. I tried to cover my face, but not quickly enough. I turned around just to make sure that she wasn't pointing it at someone behind me, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Voice for you. Fucking good. She's still staring at her phone. Without even glancing at me, she turns around and points her phone at some other pedestrian. Maybe she's just taking photos of everyone at the scene. That would be quite the ask, and not just me. But still, I need to have a word with her. I'd like to speak with you in my office. The organization is after me, so I can't risk that photo getting out.
Wait.
Alright. Sound. She doesn't turn around. Is she so engrossed in her photography, not pornography, that she doesn't even notice me? Or did she not catch my magnificent native level English. You know what? It wasn't bad. Like, it very clearly said, wait, wait, wait. And if I know anything, well, I know a lot of things. If I recall correctly, people in Japan have trouble putting a consonant sound at the end of their words, because all of their syllables end in a vowel sound. That's why you always see, like in movies or whatever, it's a stereotype to have an A or E sound at the end of words, like all the time, always. So yeah, that's why that. Hey, you with the phone camera. Wait. Please wait. She turns back, finally noticing me. Good-looking chest, not gonna lie. And of course, her phone turns with her. Hey, no pictures! Are you with the organization? She still says nothing. Voyeur lady is what their name is. She completely ignores my objection. Are you a voyeur if you're the one doing the thing, or if you're the one watching the thing? I don't quite know the full definition of the word voyeur. I know voyager, but that's completely different. Answer my question. Are you with the organization? If she is, then I may have to ask. I may have to take suitable measures. Possible organization spy. Okay, her name is changing. You're not? She hasn't said anything. Probably not organization spy. Even so, I can't let you keep that picture. The organization will stop at nothing to find my whereabouts. And they'll kill anyone who gets in their way. I need you to delete that picture immediately. Is she even listening? Sorry. I don't know what voice to give her. Sorry. Oh, she finally speaks. Just a whisper, but it's something. Lady who apologized out of nowhere. Fucking stop. If I upset you... That's too close to French. That's too close to Luco. Hang on. Lukaku? I forget. She lowers her head slightly in a bow. Or at least I think it's a bow. She's been looking down all this time, so I can't really tell. Also, another thing about the Japanese stuff that I learned recently, which this one actually is recently, apparently the whole bowing for apology thing, there's different, like, levels to it. Apparently going at roughly 15% is the normal, and if you go down, like, the full way, then you're essentially castrating yourself in front of people. It's Japanese culture is a bizarre situation of subtlety. We in the West have our own way of doing things, and there's context, and there's we have a lot of different words for things. We have a lot of more accuracy in the way we speak. Or, well, no, but we have a lot of different ways to do the same thing. Whereas in Japan, there isn't that many swear words, so much as you say something in a different way. You say the same thing like 10 different ways, means so many different things. And I'm just saying, like, it's not just a there situation. It's like a literally the same sentence, but with a different tone, can convey everything. So, you know, too far ahead of my lizard brain. Before you apologize, I need you to delete that photo. I was shooting the scenery. Lady ignoring me. Her fingers dance across her phone's keys with impressive speed, exactly the opposite of her annoyingly slow speech pattern. The scenery? You're a tourist? Or is she one of the people who came to see the satellite? Which counts as scenery, so shut up. In that case, why did she take a picture of me? She shakes her head without looking at me. Lady ignoring me and apparently sightseeing in Akihabara. It's proof of where I was today. You're a strange lady. Strange lady apparently sightseeing in Akihabara. This is fun. Kiru Moeko. Huh? My name. Oh, now it has a name. I guess she's introducing herself. That's nice, but I want her to delete that photo.
聞きたいことが
I have a question for you. May I?
それより写真を
First, the photo.
都市伝説
There's an urban legend in Akihabara.
知らない
Have you heard of it? An urban legend? What is she talking about? What the heck is she talking about? Don't tell me. There is a brilliant but insane mad scientist said to be lurking in Akihabara. Oh, does he know his own rumor mill? And now that brilliant but insane mad scientist is the target of every... Oh, right, he's making up the rumor mill. Gotcha. I've remained in this town for far too long. I'll need to make plans. Akihabara, you weren't such a bad town. I'm glad that...
幻の
The
レトロ
Phantom
PC
Retro PC.
レトロ PC
Retro PC? She replies with a nod, or something like a nod. It's like a... It's a sideways nod, so her head, instead of going forward, goes sideways to her left shoulder. It's just almost as if she's trying to recreate the scene from Night of the Roxbury. But she's doing it better, so it's done poorly.
秋葉原のどこかに
They say there's one in Akihabara.
それも
そうか
Oh. Nothing about a mad scientist. I'm relieved, but also disappointed. At any rate, this is the first time I've heard about a Phantom Retro PC.
幻のレトロ PC という
Retro PC? You mean like a 98? Like a Windows 98? I don't think that would count as a Phantom. Japanese PC series sold from the mid-1980s to the mid-1990s. It sold so well that at one point it was called the National Computer. I can't speak of the accuracy of this statement. I know nothing of Japanese computers. I know Windows. I know Macintosh. Well, I sort of know Macintosh. They had them at the computers in my junior high. That's the first model that comes to mind. But are 98s really that hard to find? Oh, okay. She shakes her head slightly. Or something like a shake. It's a forward motion.
いいえ
No, this. She turns her phone towards me. The screen shows an oddly shaped computer. Are you sure? Because that photo looks nothing like one. It's hard to tell since the picture's monochrome, but it looks like some kind of old PC. Looks kind of familiar. Also, did I get...
IBM.
Oh, hang on.
5100
An IBM 5100. I've heard that before. Also, did I get any mail? Inbox. Nope, nothing new. I haven't really been looking. I originally saw it like, you see the time and date in the top left, well, the date in the top left corner. That's when I opened my phone the last time, I saw it like an incoming message. That's why I looked. But I haven't been looking up there, so. IBM 5100. And IBM is the real one. I looked it up.
ジョン・タイターが
That's the
手に入れ
computer
ようと
John
した
Titor
機種
tried to get. Her fingers twitch, I think. I don't fucking know.
見たことは
You've seen one?
ない
No.
名前を
I've
知っ
only
てい
heard
る
the name. Coincidence? I think so.
これもシュタインズ
This
ゲー
could
ト
be
の
the
選択
choice
か
of
もしれない
Steins Gate. So there's an actual thing going on. He's just like, I'm gonna make it about myself.
詳しい人知
Know
らない
anyone who might know?
ダルならば
Darren
詳しく知っ
probably
ている
knows more about it.
そいつは俺の
He's my favorite right arm, a super hacker capable of breaking into even M16's mainframe. Okay. In the United Kingdom, the government organization... MI6. Gotcha, I thought that was a 1. Responsible for foreign intelligence operations, MI6 stands for Military Intelligence Section 6. However, its formal name is the Secret Intelligence Service, the SIS. I've never heard that, but I've heard of MI6 from spy movies.
実力の持ち主な
More often than not, it was James Bond. The MI6 part is a slight exaggeration. If that ever did happen, Men in Black would break down our door and take us away. Men in Black is an American institution, not MI6. That is incorrect. Watch the movie Men in Black. There was nobody British. I haven't seen it in a while, actually. But the super hacker part is true. The depth of his computer knowledge is uncanny. Speaking of Daru, I'm supposed to meet him at May Queen plus Nian Squared. I don't have time to stand and chat with some crazy lady I don't know. Well, I'm off, lady. Media scrum in moderation. The fuck does that mean? During news stories with high public interest, reporters sometimes latch onto persons of interest, bombarding them with questions, prying into their lives, and even camping outside their houses. That sounds illegal. Where I live. Never mind. These activities are a serious invasion of privacy and can inflict mental and emotional stress on the subject. I feel like there's better things for news media outlets to do than have a reporter camp outside somebody's house because they might have saw something once. I try to make a smooth exit, one-liner and everything, but she grabs my sleeve before I can disappear into the crowd. Didn't you want me to delete your picture? What are you doing? Your email, please. Okay, well that question is stupid. She literally just told you what she wants. What are you after?
Super hacker.
The super hacker. I guess she wants to hear Daru's story. It's my fault for mentioning him. Well, I'm meeting up with Daru, so why don't I just take her along? No, wait a second. This could be a devious trap. Maybe she's really a spy sent to kidnap Daru. I'm defenseless without him. My only other ally is Mayuri, whose skills amount to costume design, and also being a good person and friend. I refuse. I'll never give up Daru. He said his name, but I slip past her and start walking faster. I glance back. She's following me. Pick up the pace. But she's still chasing me. I'm reminded of that one meme. I'm reminded of that one meme of the little boy and the older woman just chasing him. It's like a drawn comic thing. I don't know what it originally was from, but it's like this, like, I guess she would be a teenager. It's like anime style. It's like this sort of like short boy who's just sort of like running, and she has like white hair, and she's just like fucking sprinting after him. Stop following me. I'm perturbed. She shows me her phone again. On the screen is a picture of me that she took. Again! What the fuck? You still haven't deleted it? Tell me, and I'll delete it. You dare blackmail me? Who do you work for? Also, it's not technically well, I mean, I guess he would consider it blackmailing, but it's not really blackmailing, since it's literally just a picture of you. It's not like incriminating in any way. You're just standing in a place. She took a picture of you. You probably looked a little dazed. And she took a picture of you, and it's just like, oh yeah, I'll delete it if you give me your email address. Which, don't ever do that. What you do, if she's gonna follow you, get the authorities and tell them to make her delete your photo, because that's illegal. If you don't give consent, well, I don't know about Japan, but if you don't give consent to being in a photo, you cannot be in it legally. Unless there's like some sort of company malarkey going on, but you know what I mean. I attempt to glare her into submission, but her eyes are already lowered. My glare is ineffective. She hesitates for a second. Work part-time at Arc Rewrite. I don't know what that is. What's that? An editorial company here in Akihabara. One of those companies that writes articles for magazines. Is this gloomy lady really fit for that kind of work? I mean, on the surface level, a person could be anything and still be an interesting writer. Oh, shit, wrong button. Wait. You plan on publishing my picture without permission, don't you? The mad scientist of Akiba. Unveiled. I can see the headlines now. That's all the organization will need to turn Akiba into a sea of blood. And sea of blood. into and Sea of Blood. Yeah, there you go. No, I must avoid that gruesome outcome for all. I have no choice.
交換条件に乗ろう
Very well. I accept your terms. Also, that'll be it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, I'm Keywii. It's been great tuning yourself. And a delightful day. Goodbye.